Yo, 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 I hope you're enjoying your ride. It's time
for the Drive for Five
podcast. Let's go. And there you have it. The Kansas City Chiefs has put off the impossible Super Bowl win over the Philadelphia Eagles. Super Bowl 58 comes out.
That's crazy how they lost, man.
Man, wow. What a game.
That's wild. That's wild, man.
What a game.
That's
what a
wild.
game,
The ref should be ashamed of himself.
I don't know.
The ref should be ashamed of himself. You don't make that call, man. In the clutch moment like that,
I think that was an outstanding game, man.
The game was outstandanding, but I wasn't so sure what the.
I don't know if it comes down to that one call though. Granted, you can call it, say, hey, that one call cost them the game, and it was very costly.
That was a big call.
It was a very big call,
and it wasn't blatant.
It was a very big call. But the way Patrick Mahomes, he throws it to that receiver, obviously brings attention to the receiver with referee. So that makes a little bit more sense. I mean, that's a smart play by Patrick Mahomes to throw it that way.
That's why he's MVP.
That's why he's the MVP. Amazing game, man. I think this is one of the most exciting Super Bowls I've seen in quite a while. Even with the last year's Super Bowl, it was amazing. But this Super Bowl was coming down to the wire. Second half, at halftime, you would have thought that Philadelphia was going to run away with this one.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man, because Jalen played phenomenal. The game was phenomenal.
Man.
The kid first half stats was ridiculous. It was crazy. He was 12. He was 12 for 22 for 183, one tub, a QBR rating of 116. Not to mention he had 11 carries on the ground, 63 yards, 2 tubs. And the biggest thing that he was getting, he was 6 for 10 in the first half on third down conversions. That's huge.
It was amazing. Hey, I think Jalen Hurts played amazing football today. I actually, I doubted him a lot. I know in our last episode I said a lot about how he wasn't going to be that guy. But, yeah, he definitely deserves to be paid, man. 3 rushing touchdowns by Jalen Hurts, which tied the record this year for the Super Bowl record, man. I think that Jalen Hurts played big boy ball.
Well, he was the first quarterback in NFL history to rush for 2 touchdowns and throw for another one in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Not to mention he was a black quarterback to do it.
Had a big 2-point conversion in the second half to tie the game. I think that this was actually. I was waiting. I actually wanted to see Jalen Hurts take over in that one last drive. I wanted to see what he can do.
True or false? Did he outplay Mahomes?
I'm gonna in the honest answer, I'm gonna say yes. I think he did outplay Mahomes. I think he outplayed Mahomes today.
I think he did, and I think that game came down to 2 plays.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm going to say 2 plays.
Well, you could call it 2 plays out. Let's talk about it.
We're going to talk about Jalen Hurts' fumble for a touchdown.
Okay, turnovers.
All right.
That's part of the game.
And then the flag at the end of the game on third down with 1:48 left.
Well, you can say that, but then you can also say that the missed field goal by the Chiefs in the first half, the game is already over. And that flag really wouldn't matter because they'll be trying to run the clock out. So it's like you can look at it in so many different ways in reference to those outcomes. I don't think that scenario in particular caused the outcome of the game. I think big time players making big time plays. Nick Bolton, number 32, the linebacker for the Chiefs, made amazing stops.
That boy was all over the field.
He was all over the game.
He was all over the field.
I think Isaiah Pacheco, big boy ball for a rookie running back to be out here playing football.
The guys that need to step up for them stepped up. KT, Kadarius Toney, out of UF. The kid been making plays since UF.
Man, what a huge punt return.
The punt return, that was great.
What a huge punt return.
Sky Moore would, even though the guy became a decoy most of the night, but
yeah,
in order for you to be a decoy, you've had to do something. You have to
have warranted some type of attention.
Right. You warrant some type of attention. He did exactly what he needed to do. And let's just talk about Andy Reid, man. He played in the Andy Reid Bowl.
Andy Reid Bowl.
And he called 2 plays for 2 touchdowns. Back-to-back drives. Same scenarios.
Second half. Hey,
is that coaching or what?
That's amazing coaching by Andy Reid. I honestly think that Andy Reid stamped his part in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely a Hall of Fame mark here.
For sure.
First ballot at that. He's won everywhere he went. He's won everywhere he went.
He's got a bowl.
He has a bowl everywhere he went. So I think that's one
and
of
the guys like him. The guys love him.
Yeah. No matter what age and time,
ask him about the
whether you're talking about the early 2000s or we're talking about the 2020s, he's been relating to his players. Yeah. He's been able to get to his team and get the best out of his athletes. I think Patrick Mahomes, man, being a Super Bowl MVP, will I say that should have went to him? I don't know. Second half, he turned up big. I think he had one
incompletion. He had one incompletion, and that came on that trick play that he threw out of bounds.
He showed up big. And again without the wealth of talent that most teams have, like Philly. Like I think all Philly players showed up big enough to win this game. AJ Brown. I'm sorry, excuse me. AJ Brown,
everybody but that Eagles secondary.
Smith.
Everybody but that Eagles secondary.
And I want to be the one on this podcast today to call that out, because I've been saying that for quite a while, that secondary wasn't as good as we thought it was. I thought that D-line gave it a lot of its glory. And if we seen today that Patrick Mahomes wasn't sacked often, I think it was 1 sack in a game, the entire game.
Today?
Today.
No, it was 2, and it came against Jalen Hurts when he was ran out of bounds right before.
Ran out of bounds. I wasn't even a real sack.
It wasn't even a real sack.
Both O-lines did their job with protecting the quarterbacks today, and I think that when that it showed at the end of the game. I think that's a big reason why Philadelphia lost this game was they got exposed. 34 point. I mean, what was the end of the game here? 30.
What was the score? 38, 35?
38,
35.
38, 35. Came down to a field. That was a shootout. It was a shootout.
That was a hell of a game.
It was a hell of a game.
I'm still trying to gather all my thoughts around all these different plays.
I mean, we're shooting literally 15 minutes after the game, talking about it. We're getting right into it.
It's crazy. I want to see where Gilly at, man. I got to
see. He showed up to the game in a full Philadelphia Eagles uniform. He had a helmet, shoulder pads.
Yeah. He burnt the Mitchell and Ness jersey this morning.
That's crazy.
Talking about he was barbecuing cheese.
Shout out to $1 million worth of game. In their podcast, they're doing amazing things over there. This was amazing Super Bowl, man. Let's lighten the load a little bit about football. Let's talk about the halftime performance. Rihanna pregnant. ASAP Rocky, congratulations.
Yeah,
Rihanna,
congratulations, man.
I think it's been confirmed by a couple of social media outlets that she is actually pregnant, and that's amazing, man. Like, you know, that to her to perform.
I swear I thought I was the only one that was looking at it like, damn, like it just didn't seem like a Rihanna performance.
Yeah, she's usually more lively.
She's live. She's open. You know, she's herself.
I think she did her thing though. The performance was great.
Yeah, it was cool.
I know the women that were watching were probably moving in their seats.
Listen, because of Rihanna's performance, I think that this might have been the most watched Super Bowl.
I love Rihanna. I love Rihanna's performance.
I think Rihanna's fans came out.
Yeah, no, I think they came out, but I don't know if it would have made it the most watched Super Bowl because of that per se. I think it was more so because of the game itself.
Yeah,
and a mixture with the performance.
But now you
add both.
You're getting fans that don't normally watch football, but they're watching it because they want to watch Rihanna's
of special performances. And it's been like that for quite a couple of years. I mean, Beyonce last year, or not Beyonce last year. You had Dr. Dre and Eminem and Snoop.
That ain't the same. That ain't the same.
Yeah, it depends on your music choice and your fandom. But I think that no matter what, the Super Bowl halftime show put on a great performance, and I think that they lived up to the hype.
I'm really happy for Jalen. Man, the kid just played a hell of a game.
I think Jalen played his tail off.
He proved all doubters wrong. I believe he scored on every single drive but 2. I think they punted twice. That's unheard of, man, for a first time quarterback coming into Super Bowl against someone like a Pat Mahomes. Like we talk about pressure going against Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, and you know exactly what that guy is going to do because he just proved it.
Yeah.
Well,
I can honestly say that with the 12 teams being number 1 seeds, both being 14-3, this is one of the most evenly matched Super Bowls I've watched in quite a while. And
man, didn't you say it was going to be a blowout yesterday?
I did, and I was completely off by that.
Yeah, you owe our viewers an apology.
I have my right to see things the way I see it, and I thought I seen it the way I seen it. But guess what? 32 points wasn't quite off from what I said with the Chiefs putting up those points against that defense, and it turned out quite a way what I expected with reference to the defense being exposed over there in Philly.
The way that first half went, I knew that 38-minute halftime was going to be a big piece.
Yeah,
I knew it was going to be a big piece.
Yeah, that turned things. Patrick Mahomes going in at halftime injured with his ankle. Came back out slinging it.
Didn't look like he was limping when he came back out.
Nah, well, you go into halftime, you see that doctor, and things change. By the way, shout out to Orlando Brown, Peachtree Ridge High School alum. Shout out to him, man, for winning the Super Bowl.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Shout out.
Yes,
shout
sir.
Out,
yes,
OB.
sir. Yes, sir. Come on back home, man, and show that old shiny ring that you got, brother. You know what I mean? So
we want to see it, man.
Yes, sir. Again, just to switch subjects one more time, man. I want to talk to you about commercials. How do you feel about the commercials? I think the one that got me the most was that Tubi commercial, man. I almost had a fit when it started showing the apps just changing on its own. I thought somebody was sitting on the remote. Yeah. I kind of was ready for a moment, like, hey, man, everybody need to sit still for a second. You know what I mean?
It was a crucial moment in the game when they played.
Exactly. So that was a great marketing tool to put that right there at the end of the game.
I'm gonna tell you what got me going right now. That Amazon commercial. That Amazon commercial with the dog.
Yeah, the dog.
With the family leaving every day.
What you thought the dogs? They were selling dogs?
I didn't know. I thought Amazon was like. When you watch it, you show them looking at a crate, right? But then you just see the crate. Then you're thinking that they're buying the crate to put the damn dog in the crate for when they leave because he's been tearing up the house. Then they open the crate and it's like, hey, here's another dog. So was it, hey, were Amazon and were your friend or were like?
Yeah, I wasn't quite aware of where I was going with that one either. Somebody that was help me out. We'll listeners, go ahead in our comments and reviews and kind of let us know where that was going. I want to shout out Marvel. Marvel had 2 commercials dropping.
Hey, who was the guy that was playing Jordan? They had the commercial air, it's dropping April 5th.
I have no idea.
About Jordan and the shoes, and Ben Affleck is producing it. But I want to know who they got playing Jordan. I seen Marlon Wayans in there.
I have no idea.
Who the hell is playing Jordan?
That's gonna be
my point exactly.
Yeah, right. That's gonna be interesting.
Like,
to see.
What we doing? What we doing in Hollywood, man? What we doing, man?
I'm not sure, man.
They
but
need
overall,
to call me.
This was a great Super Bowl. I think this was very entertaining overall in reference from the beginning to the end. All-star performance that started off with the Pledge of Allegiance and all the above. It had Babyface out there. And just overall, man, even from the beginning, before the beginning of the game, Vic Fangio joining the Philadelphia Eagles staff for a 2-week contract. Just working out so he can try to figure out how they can stop Patrick Mahomes. would have won a Super Bowl ring if he would have won it.
Yeah.
Like that's new and
he got
intriguing.
compensated a nice little check.
That's intriguing to see how that plays out in the future with coaches and all the above, man. But overall, this was a great Super Bowl. Everything turned out to be as exciting as I was hoping it would be. One of the best that I've seen in quite a while, game-wise, entertainment-wise.
Besides that one down there in Tampa, man. Tampa winning it down there in Tampa. Shout out to the 8-1 trade, man.
Yeah, that wasn't a very entertaining Super Bowl. They kind of dominated that one, but overall, shout out to Tampa for winning a Super Bowl
in our own town.
Something that they don't really do often. So when that does happen, I think that they definitely celebrate and they deserve to. You know what I mean? It's shiny down there, nice and hot. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Tampa on that one, man. Go Niners, though.
Yeah.
Go Niners.
Go Niners.
Go Niners.
That's fine.
Man, hey, so look, everybody, thank you for listening. This has been a great episode, great Super Bowl. I hope you guys are all tuning in.
Hey, Jalen, call me, man.
Hey, man, listen, we're going to be here again. We're going to talk about some more throughout the week. Go like, follow, subscribe, and go ahead and leave a review so we can know how you feel, man.
And a rating.
Drive for 5 podcast. We're out, brother.
We out.